The concept of a New World Order has been a topic of discussion and debate for many years, with some believing it to be a legitimate threat to individual freedoms and others dismissing it as a conspiracy theory. One aspect of the supposed New World Order is the idea that it is using the concept of global warming as a means of controlling the population. This essay will examine the notion that the Satanic New World Order is perpetuating the idea of global warming as a way to exert control over individuals and societies. Opponents of this theory believe that a small group of powerful individuals and organizations are working together to create a one-world government, often referred to as the New World Order. This group is thought to be made up of wealthy and influential people, including bankers, politicians, and business leaders who are allegedly working to undermine national sovereignty and create a centralized, authoritarian government. As part of this plan, they are said to be using the concept of global warming to manipulate public opinion and implement policies that will ultimately lead to greater control over the population. According to this theory, the idea of global warming is not based on scientific fact, but rather is a tool created by the New World Order to justify the implementation of draconian policies and regulations. These policies, such as carbon taxes and restrictions on energy consumption, are said to be designed to strangle individual freedom and economic growth, while also enriching the wealthy elite who are behind the New World Order. By creating a sense of urgency and fear around the issue of global warming, the New World Order is allegedly able to manipulate public opinion and push through policies that would otherwise be unacceptable to the general population. However, there are several problems with this theory. Firstly, the overwhelming scientific consensus is that global warming is a real and pressing issue, caused by human activities such as the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation. The evidence for this is clear, and it is not based on speculation or manipulation, but rather on decades of scientific research and data. Furthermore, the idea that a small group of individuals could manipulate the entire scientific community and create a false narrative around global warming is simply not credible. Another issue with this theory is that it relies on an overly simplistic and paranoid view of the world. The idea that a small group of powerful individuals could secretly manipulate global events and control the actions of governments and individuals is a classic conspiracy theory trope. In reality, the world is a complex and messy place, with many different actors and interests at play. The idea that a single group could exert control over the entire global system is simply not supported by the evidence. It is also worth noting that the concept of a Satanic New World Order is often associated with extreme and unsavory ideologies, such as anti-Semitism and racism. This is not to say that everyone who believes in the New World Order is motivated by these ideologies, but rather that the idea has been exploited by extremist groups to further their own agendas. In this sense, the idea of a Satanic New World Order is not only unfounded, but also disturbing and divisive. In conclusion, while the idea of a New World Order may be a compelling narrative for some, the notion that it is perpetuating the idea of global warming as a means of control is simply not supported by the evidence. The scientific consensus is clear: global warming is a real and pressing issue that requires immediate attention and action. Rather than relying on conspiracy theories and paranoid thinking, we should be working together to address this issue and create a more sustainable and equitable future for all. By focusing on the facts and working towards solutions, we can create a better world for everyone, rather than getting caught up in unfounded and divisive ideologies.